Let's go! Welcome to another episode of Kicking It with Moats. The countdown continues. Top 100 greatest basketball sneakers ever released, according to SlamKicks, of course. And we are down to the final two sneakers. And the number 2 shoe is the Air Jordan 3. And of course, we got plenty of Jordan 3s in the collection. So you know we gonna talk about it. Now, as I've told you guys, this top 10 portion, specifically this top 5 portion of the magazine, they get real wordy in here, all right? I'm not gonna bore you with all of the stuff that is written, but we'll read a little bit at the beginning. I'll read that last paragraph, and after that we'll talk about the specific pair of 3s that I would like to talk about today. So that means hit the like button on the front, and if you haven't done so just yet, and don't forget to subscribe. You see the content, you see the heat. Does it look like we stopping anytime soon? Oh baby, so you know what time we on, all right? So the Air Jordan 3, released in 1988, which is a great year, by the way. Heard all the elite, most awesome, just great at life people were born in 1988. Let's get it. So, gravity wins over all other known forces. Andrea M. Ghez, astrophysicist Lauren B. Lightman, and Arthur E. Levine, chair in astrophysics, UCLA. That was their quote. NASA defines gravity as the force by which a planet or other bodies draw objects towards its center. The force of gravity keeps all of the planets in orbit around the sun. Mankind is earthbound. Yeah, we know that. So, when the famous apple fell on Sir Isaac Newton's head, and he had the realization of gravity in 1665, he of course didn't know that Michael Jordan was going to be born 3 centuries later. And Professor Gaz must not watch basketball, because we all know Jordan, he defies gravity. In fact, it says we all know that Mike has defeated gravity on numerous occasions. We have all witnessed it. Yes, we have. From free throw line, on top of people, it does not matter. He switched the hands like he do it all. He does not believe in gravity. All right. But he showed the world his boundlessness on February 7th, 1988, when he won the NBA's dunk contest in his second city of Chicago. Jordan dunked 8 times that night. With each trip off the ground, he soared higher and higher in the imagination of earthbound fans all over the planet. Created by Tinker Hatfield, the 3 incited the revolution. Stylistically and functionality, the 3 was like Isaac Newton. But rather than be deemed the father of classic physicals, the 3 can be referred to as the father of modern footwear. And you see the different pics of Jordan in his 3s. Like I said, I'm not gonna bore you. I'm not gonna read. We're gonna get to the heat. And as you can see, whoa, what type of 3s might these be? Well, these are what you call the Doernbecher Jordan 3s. So let's talk about the Doernbecher Jordan 3s. If you're down for the culture, then you already know about the Doernbecher gang. But if you are new to this, well, let me educate you real quick. Doernbecher, it's a hospital out in Portland, Oregon, the Doernbecher Hospital. It's a children's hospital, man, for, kids that are going through some really, really high, heavy medical stuff, need transplants, life-threatening things, right? So what Jordan or Nike has done, because their headquarters is obviously in Portland, Oregon, they've partnered with the hospital, and they'll have a select few of the patients be allowed to custom or fully customize a pair of sneakers of their choice, Nike sneakers, right? And they'll host a big charity night where they will auction off said shoes. A select amount are made, so they'll auction them off, make a ton of money for the hospital. It's a really cool event. And it's, like I said, for sneakerheads, we love it because you get these dope creations on, classic shoes like a Jordan 3, but you also get a little bit of a meaning behind it, right? So when you think about the shoes, and we know the different individuals, who poured their blood, sweat, and tears and their thoughts into this, just hits a little bit closer to home, man. So with this particular pair, they released originally in 2010. And then they did a mass release to the public in 2013. That's when I got my pair. But these Jordan 3s, the Doernbechers, were created by a guy named Cole Johannesson. He was a cancer patient at the hospital at the time, and just added certain things that stood out to him. In the inside part, you see he has courage on one foot, strength on the other. Okay, see the little cool designs that he put on the side panels, interior panels. He liked the red elephant print, so he kept that up there. All right, which is typically in, you know, a gray or a black to offset, but he wanted it red on red, which I definitely dig. Then has the silver at the bottom, you know, just to pop with the colorway and stuff like that, man. But just a fire shoe across the board, man. The Jordan 3. And then, like I said, man, when you throw in the other part of it, man, being that these are Doernbechers and knowing the story behind them, like I said, just is a little bit closer to home, man. So with that being the case, you guys let me know your thoughts on the Jordan 3, man, being the number 2 greatest basketball sneaker ever released in the top 100. Do you agree with that? And if you do, let me know. But if you don't, let me know that as well. But you know, I appreciate you. And until next time, baby, peace.